Hello everybody, and welcome back to the shop. For 10 more minutes, Thunderchief building action. Well, look at that, everybody. The Thunderchief is on wheels. And we got a little tweaking to do. The nose gear is sitting a little bit too high. We were just sitting here going over that. There's old Mr. Sharp Pencil itself.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the shop, Paul.
We're getting a lot done. Hey, Butch.
Hey, Butch. This video's for you. We got a text a while ago. Paul been here for 12 hours. We ain't made a single video. So,
I'm rubbing off on you, Bob.
Yeah, we kind of been lounging today. We went to the Boeing surplus store thinking that they was open on Fridays, and they switched it to Wednesdays. So we was driving by the old Wichita airport, you know, the old one out by McConnell. So we just went in there they had looked at their museum, man. They had a pretty cool museum set up there, didn't they, Paul?
They had a good museum. It was well worth the time.
Did you guys realize that there was actually a steam-powered airplane?
There was.
They had a steam-powered airplane engine at that. They said its range was limited to the water it could carry. Well, that's one good thing. I guess if you're flying over Idaho and you don't want to land, you just pee in your tank. but we got this actually sitting on gear last night. It only took a few minutes. But it's looking pretty good, don't you think, Paul?
I think it looks great. We got a couple little issues, but we'll get them sorted out.
Yeah, the nose is just a bit high, and we're trying to decide whether we should shorten the strut or shim it up inside. Right now, as it sits, it kind of hits the lip of my gear door, so actuality, the strut probably needs shortened about 3/4 of an inch. But it's looking pretty good on the stands, you know. But let's come look through these parts, Paul. So what do you think of my homemade Thunderchief rudders?
That's nice. The seams are just perfect. They're light, they're stiff. It's good.
They don't dent, you know, real easy like some of them other brands out there. But if just a couple little flaws on my back edges, which ain't no big deal at all. What do you think? Not bad for a poor white boy, huh? Who had a dream?
That's great. They look really nice.
They run don't weigh nothing. Just
They're stiff. Very stiff.
Flat.
And these gear doors are very stiff. I mean, that's just not going to bend.
Flutter or flop around when it's flying.
Very good.
See, and then we'll cut this out on our line, and we'll actually hinge. This is actually two doors. This one folds up, and this one attaches to the strut. But we'll actually hinge this door on this big door to where we can just screw this down, and then this piece will fasten onto the strut. And these actually came up with a linkage mechanism to where we don't have to use, you know, like rubber bands, you know, like some people.
It'll work.
It'll work. Here, let's grab that duck and pull it off that other one.
Okay. Get your tools, I'll film you.
Well, that one ain't gonna take much to this. Just pop this bad boy right off. You notice on that other video, I was going like this. I was pressing down. Dude.
It popped out of your hands too, didn't it?
That's when it finally popped off, when it popped out of my hands. It's not easy to grab a hold of them. Bam.
Nice.
Done deal.
See, Butch, we did get something done today.
Yeah. Oh, nice and smooth on the inside. Nice and smooth. Now, someone came up and told me that all I've got to do is take some tape on the inside and tape that. And that keeps any resin when I glue this together from dripping back on the inside. Let me show you this now. Bam! I actually carved this out just a little bit. Not very much. I actually glued a piece on here, Butch, because remember it didn't have a very big flange. And we've got more of a flange there. So I glued a little bit on there, which kind of came, you know, straight down. And then I cut that out. That will allow for my fuel tanks. I got two of these just like this already made up. I wanted to make tanks, but bam! That'll get that fuel way back on that CG. It fits just perfect instead of before it would have went about like that.
It's almost like it was made for this project.
I know it. I know it, but I want to take me a piece of foam about twice this thick and mold my own tanks. But I already got two of these, so we're just going to drain one into the other. And that's that. But tonight, we're going to go out to dinner, and then we're going to install these in back here in the elevator. Paula, he actually made us two new ones. He made these, and as kind of a prototype. Then we came up with a couple different ideas that it's going to be really hard to put like a nut and a bolt on this. So we decided to leave this thicker, drill it and tap it, and I can just put a bolt in from the back and a bolt in from this way. That way we won't have to get two hands in there.
Yeah, there'll be a bulkhead on either side of these parts.
Yeah, there'll be a bulkhead on both sides. So we can go from both sides of the bulkhead without having to worry about little nuts or anything. But we got two of these. But the problem is, see, I got that all set up from this size. Well, they didn't have quite enough throw. So what he had to do, this is the first one, and then this is the second one. See, he's moved that up. What, a quarter inch, 3/8?
200 thousandths, a little less than a quarter inch.
Yeah. So now we got all the throw we want, and we just got to move them bulkheads back separate or apart a little bit more. But we're going to get these installed tonight. We're going to go out to dinner and do some visiting with Mr. Balcom and Mr. Paul.
And Bob.
What a combo, huh? We're liable to get thrown out sometimes. But don't mess with me, we'll get the claw.
There's the lobster claw.
That I gotta think of another idea for this too. See, where you're driving down the road, you just have to cut a hole in your floorboard, put that right in front of you, and stop from making all them rest stops. But the guy back of you better have some windshield wipers. That would work, see? You could just drive down the road, not have to stop at the bathroom.
20 seconds.
Okay. Alright, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back with some more Bob TV tonight. Butch, I hope this gets you by for a little bit there, buddy. And we'll see you back in the shop. Same Bob time, same Bob station.